Billy Bob here for the Baytown Snoop. A lot has been said about the Trump-Russia connection during the 2016 campaign season. Especially a lot has been speculated about what happened and whether Trump or his people were involved in the Russian efforts to swing the election. Well, I wanted to say what I believed happened. I could be totally wrong. So take it for what it's worth. Now, I believe that Trump and the people within his campaign did in fact collude and coordinate with the Russians. I believe that Trump had been captured by the Russians way before through loans from Russian banks, through his participation in money laundering schemes with Russian oligarchs, and other shady business deals that he had engaged in. So I suspect sometime in 2013, while he was in Moscow, Trump bragged to people that he wanted to run for president in 2016. Probably told him he could win. Well, this got back to Putin, who wanted to interfere in our election. So sometime in 2013 or 2014, Putin, through a third party, possibly a Russian oligarch, approached Trump with an offer of help in his run for president. Trump accepted the offer with perhaps an added inducement of additional money through profits from some kind of business deal or loans to his businesses. No PP tape was needed, even if it did exist, and I don't believe it did. Now, around the time Hillary announced her candidacy, the Russians hacked into Alexandra Chalupa's computer, taking opposition research on Donald Trump. This was possibly given to Trump in early to middle May. It would have been given partly as a gesture of goodwill and partly to compromise Trump later on. Around the time Trump announced his candidacy in June 2015, the Russians hacked into the DNC's computer and started stealing compromising information to use against Hillary. Sometime around the end of 2015 or early 2016, Trump was instructed by his Russian handler to hire people to help carry out the coordination of the attack on Hillary, namely Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort, Roger Stone, Carter Page, possibly others. A working group was formed sometime in April 2016, possibly before the first meeting with Russian Ambassador Kislyak. That meeting, I would suspect, was to establish how the coordination between the Trump team and the Russians would occur. Now, Kislyak may have also revealed what information the hacks had gotten up to that date so that the Trump team could come up with a working plan to exploit that hacked information. In July 2016, Kislyak again met with Trump people, which included Jeff Sessions, Flynn, Carter Page, Manafort, Trump himself, and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. I think during these meetings, plans for the media attacks were finalized. As an act of good faith on Trump's part, the wording of the Ukraine plank was softened. After the convention and over the next 3 months, Trump's team and Russian intelligence worked together to use the hacked information using social media and fake news sites. Trump even used hacked information in his stump speeches. I love WikiLeaks. Well, the rest is history. Now, my version of what happened may be totally off the mark. I may be totally wrong. Trump and his people may be totally innocent. I don't think that's the case, but it's possible. So I say again, take it for what it's worth.